This is the end, my friends. Warzone Season 5 is here, and we're seeing Caldera off with a bang. Warzone has shifted massively throughout its life since 2020, and it's almost surreal that we're finally on the cusp of something new with Modern Warfare 2. But before then, we need to take one last look at the Battle Royale that put Call of Duty back on the map. We cover a new game, or check in with a seasonal game, every single week. So to support the channel, consider subscribing. We're here to embrace our dark side, and to let you know if Warzone is worth your time, one last time. After all of this time, I think I'm finally ready to put this game down. The gameplay is good, but even after another season-long break, I'm tired, man. Let's start with the good though. Finally, interesting weapons have been added this season. The SMG is very basic, but the other two weapons are fantastic additions that for once in Vanguard's lifecycle change up the gameplay in a meaningful way. The pistol doesn't have any attachment options, but presents a fun gimmick weapon with its integrated blade. The EX-1 is the best weapon added all year. This is wildly out of theme for a World War II game, but honestly, at this point, who cares? This laser gun has multiple firing modes, and after what has felt like an eternity of cut and paste DLC guns, is a beautiful breath of fresh air. I hope the next iteration of Warzone goes back to this style of DLC weapon, where there's something new and interesting to play with every single season. Sticks and Stones is a really fun gimmick mode, and it makes me very sad that more modes like this weren't tried. The mode has you armed with crossbows and melee weapons only, whilst a constant UAV is active. If you want some high action, silly Warzone, then this is the place. The new POI on Caldera, the volcano, is cool as hell. I'm still not a fan of Caldera as a map, but I can admit that this is easily one of the most unique POIs we've ever seen in Warzone. It presents actual gameplay changes in the fact that the environment is a light danger, and whilst this isn't groundbreaking, it is unique. Last Call is an interesting mode, but it lacks focus. You don't have any set objectives, instead you just kind of do the opposite of whatever is currently happening at the many bomb sites on the map. It's a fine mode with plenty of action, but it felt more like squads deathmatch than an actual objective mode. I think it would have worked better with two teams fighting over multiple bomb sites. The season's gameplay additions, whilst lacking, have been relatively solid, but I'm very glad that this game is winding down, because my main problem with the gameplay is that it has just run its course, and I'm craving something truly fresh from Warzone. I could repeat myself by saying that the weapon balance is still wonky as hell, but that there is a solid variety in the maps and modes. I could again say that the matches don't feel dynamic because it feels like everyone's using the same guns because we're all playing the COD champs. But at the same time, winning is the best feeling in the world. The gameplay here is solid, but I've been finding it a chore to play all year, and Season 5 just doesn't change that. The closest we came was Fortune's Keep. We also experienced plenty of game-hindering bugs that we'll be talking about in the specs section later on. We're opening up this review with a 3 out of 5 for gameplay. Season 5 has a distinct art direction that gives the maps, especially Rebirth Island, a wonderful new look. Caldera has a smoky new look to go with its new volcano, and whilst it looks good, it does somewhat come at the detriment to visibility. It can be hard to see who is shooting at you through the haze, and if you die because of this, it can feel very unfair and frustrating. However, the rest of the map is baked in beautiful sunshine, and visibility might just be the best it's ever been on Caldera. See the sights, but stay away from the volcano. Rebirth looks gorgeous in the sunset. Visibility here is very solid and allows some dynamic gameplay with the long shadows. This is a great example of a small change going a long way in changing up the gameplay whilst not destroying visibility. As usual, weapon animations and sounds are fantastic. Everything looks and feels great to shoot. The new music remains serviceable. In all honesty, I was struggling to tell much difference from the Season 4 tracks. The art direction in Season 5 provides a few new twists, some good, some bad, but nothing too extravagant to swing away from the 4 out of 5 that has held steady. Finally, some fun. Last season, we gave the narrative a 1 out of 5 as it was both stupid and boring. This season, it's only stupid. The greatest COD villains are back. Al-Asad from Modern Warfare, Menendez from Black Ops 2, Rorke from COD Ghosts, and Seraph from Black Ops 3 multiplayer. Proper star-studded cast you've got there, guys. Al-Asad and Menendez are pretty iconic, but I'm hoping that Shepard, Zakhaev and Makarov are getting saved for Modern Warfare 2. The plot is that evil people are evil and are going to blow up a volcano with helicopters. It's beyond stupid and so far removed from Vanguard that it may as well just be a different game entirely. But it's a fun way to get some classic characters together for some chaos, and I'm all for it. Boring and stupid gets a 1, really fun and really stupid gets a 3, see Godzilla, so it only makes sense that moderately fun and moderately stupid gets a 2. This feels like a fun way to cap off Vanguard's Warzone narrative, and I'm glad we're going for something more fun with the final season. Warzone is a phenomenal content offering with some serious bugs this season. You're getting a battle royale with 3 maps, multiple modes, limited time events, and even some fun LTMs now. All of that can be played with a massive arsenal of over 100 customizable weapons, and modes rotate nice and frequently to ensure there's always something you want to play, alone or with friends. I just want to also give Warzone one last bravo on the insane amount of settings it offers. Our Season 1 review goes into full detail, but it's nice to reiterate just how customizable this game is. If there's something you don't like, you can change it. Unfortunately, Season 5 brought a host of bugs and other technical issues. Some are small, like this bug where the bomb site was marked after being blown up in Last Call. Some are annoying, like the fact that footsteps are back to being wildly inconsistent. This will get you killed and it will feel unfair. Some border on game breaking, like the insane stuttering on Last Call. I'm not sure what was happening here, but it made the game very choppy to play. Some are game breaking, like the bug that left me with infinite matchmaking times. I just gave up playing after hitting this in multiple modes. This will likely be my last ever impression of Warzone, and it certainly isn't a good one. The content and settings here are doing some serious heavy lifting, but the bugs we encountered are knocking a point off and bringing the specs down to a 4 out of 5. Some of these bugs were massively frustrating, and one even made me stop playing altogether. But I cannot deny the sheer amount of content and tweaks that Warzone has in store for you. Finally, it's the best bit of the video, the bit where I rip into Warzone's terrible respect for your time and money. I'm almost sad that this is the last time. Fitting matches into your schedule is nice and easy, as they are anywhere between 30 seconds and 20 minutes. Each match is not a massive commitment, even if it may feel like one in the moment. Hard drive footprint has eclipsed 100 gigabytes, clocking in at 102. You did it, guys. Bravo. The Battle Pass is back with 100 excruciatingly slow levels for you to progress. There are some fun rewards to unlock, but this is yet again a time-gated progression system over a direct XP based one, and I hate it. Weapon leveling for the new guns remains slow, with all the good stuff being locked in the higher levels. Luckily, only 2 of the free guns have attachments to unlock. Make sure to use your newfound free time to get some fresh air and stay hydrated. The store is just an ever-growing black hole. More bundles for more insane prices, and now it all has an imminent expiration date. Do not spend your money on this stuff at all. And you know what? Don't spend your time on it either. At this point, Warzone has less than the minimum respect for your time, and it gets the minimum 1 out of 5. Kind of spoiled the end of the review there, didn't I? In the very end, Warzone is still a solid game, but with every passing day it becomes worth your time less and less. I'd suggest jumping in for some last minute casual fun, maybe busting out some of the older Modern Warfare guns to remember the good times, and then saying goodbye to Warzone forever. It's almost closing time, and deep down, I'm sad that I may have already dropped in for the last time.